following days, Titan was honored at the airport with the title K-9 Hero. Passengers everywhere stopped to take souvenir photos with him, while the media loudly praised his superior instincts and unyielding loyalty. But for Sergei, Titan was still just a companion. Every time he passed through the security checkpoint, the dog sniffed the air, ready to sniff out new traces. Because in a world of darkness and danger, Titan knew whenever justice was needed, he would jump in and never falter. The investigation continued. The killer confessed to committing the crime in the restroom near Gate 22, then attempted to escape by airport bus. Thanks to the traces discovered by Titan, the police seized a bloody knife hidden in a suitcase. After the victim regained consciousness, she tearfully recounted the final details of how the killer had secretly drugged her coffee. Sergei patted Titan on the shoulder. "You saved her life and trapped the killer, Titan. You deserve a medal." Titan held his head high, his breath ragged in the night, ready for the next hunt. The perpetrator struggled, pulling the zipper of the document bag. The bag fell and scattered passports and papers everywhere. Titan held on tight, not letting go, while Sergei and his teammates rushed in, controlling the stranger. The black jacket was torn, revealing the fake airport staff badge. Before handcuffing, Sergei bent down and whispered in Titan's ear, "Well done, old friend." Titan's eyes sparkled with victory. When the perpetrator was escorted out, all the passengers applauded in admiration. On the third floor, in the glass corridor overlooking the long runway, Titan followed closely behind its master. Down on the tarmac, LED lights shone on the silent planes. Outside, the killer in a black coat was heading towards the passenger bus waiting door. Sergei ordered, "Titan, run!" The dog darted like a steel swallow, passing the stair railing, rushing straight through the empty corridor. The killer was startled and accelerated, but Titan followed closely behind, his jaws tightly gripping the stranger's sleeve. He turned around, swung his fists, but Titan dodged the blows, continuing the chase. Police sirens blared far outside the door, flashing red and blue lights shining on the large glass frame. The footprints led Titan and Sergei to the baggage area. The conveyor belt was still running, suitcases sliding out, but none of them had blood on them. Suddenly, Titan stopped next to a grey canvas bag, thesmol of engine oil, mixed with the faint scent of leather on the handle. The dog sniffed, detecting a hint of rare tobacco. Sergei remembered the victim report saying the killer smoked a rare tobacco, sold only at duty-free Terminal C. The two hurried through the baggage area, intending to go up to the third-floor runway observation window. The security scanners were alerted. A man in a black coat had just passed through the main security gate, his eyes avoiding the camera. Sergei urged Titan to sprint after the figure. Titan followed the trail of blood past the check-in counters. With his superbly trained instincts, the dog approached the waiting area, sniffing carefully at every shoe print and every strand of wool from the passers-by's coat. Sergei patted Titan on the shoulder and whispered, "Find the killer's footprints, Titan." The dog raised its nose and detected a thick scent near the window overlooking the runway. The two of them squeezed through the queue of passengers and headed toward the security counter, where the police officer was recording the crime scene. Titan stopped, tapping his front paw lightly on the tile floor, his eyes fixed on the broken tile near the victim's feet, evidence that the killer had stepped over there. Sergei quickly used his phone to take a picture of the shoe prints, then signaled the guard to close the secondary security gate to block that escape route. Night fell outside Dongfang International Airport, and the entire area was flooded with headlights that covered the wet pavement. Inside the terminal, the loudspeakers broadcasting flight announcements mixed with the sound of suitcase wheels. Suddenly, a scream cut through the air. A woman collapsed right in front of the gate, blood staining her coat. The crowd backed away in panic, revealing a young policeman rushing to the rescue. But what silenced everyone was the roar. Titan, a German. Shepard was charging forward, his nose pointed straight at the blood-stained trail. Titan's trainer, Sergei, gently pressed the leash, causing the dog to lean close to the ground to sniff the blood, his eyes fixed intently. Titan's every sense was on full alert, signaling the start of the hunt.